Well, hello there, my fellow rushers. How are you doing today? King Rex here, and today is a very special day, not only because we're very close to the holidays, but we're also getting the third update for Kingdom Hearts Vengeance Reborn, and it's mostly going to be surrounding the Hammerhold DLC. In this case, the hero and the tower have been reworked. Every single enemy and the bosses have been reworked so they can fit in my mod more well. The wave compositions have been adjusted on the campaign stages only. The heroics and iron have not been touched yet, but I'll probably do it in the next update. And there are 3 new enemies and a new boss fight that you're gonna encounter on level 34, which is right here. Unfortunately, if you do not own the DLC on Steam, you're not gonna be able to check out those changes. And we're gonna touch on this a little bit more towards the end of the video, because now I want to get through everything that I have changed. There are some balance changes. Varug is slightly buffed. He has a little bit higher HP, and the duelists have been reworked a little bit. What else? Margosa's Bat Familiar is slightly better, and the Mist of Despair lasts longer. Grosh got a lot of buffs. Jack-o'-lantern got quite a few. I had to adjust the Doom Tank because apparently there was this weird bug that someone told me about. If you move the Doom Tank at the start of the level, before he summons all 4 of his expendables, the game crashes. So I fixed it, but the problem is, now the expendables cannot be cancelled. So, for example, if you're trying to move him and he's summoning an expendable, he's not gonna move until he summons the expendable. So that kinda sucks, but hey, at least we have one less crash to worry about. Ice Cold got nerfed, mostly the Ice Peaks. The Ice Peaks are pretty OP. Beersad has been reworked a little bit, and Murglin had a slight nerf. But yeah, other than that, that's it for the heroes. Towers, Shadow Archers, Crow's Nest has been buffed. Infernal Mage's Infernal Portal has been reworked a little bit. Melting Furnace Tier 4 has been nerfed. Swamp Thing has been buffed in terms of base damage. And the Blinding Liquid has a better stun chance. Boneflingers, the bottom has been nerfed in terms of HP and armor. And the Ignis Altar's base damage is higher. So yeah, these are all the balance changes. If you want to read more about them in detail, you can check the link down in the description, and you can check the changelog and get the files for the mod. And if you're wondering why the game is silent, it's because I've added another interesting feature. There is new music to the game that I've added by myself. So every time you go to a new area or you're gonna fight a boss, there's gonna be a unique music playing out. And I've also added a couple of new sound effects, mostly to the victory and defeat screens and the reinforcements quotes. So yeah, these are all the changes so far. Now, before we end this video and let you go, I want to show you something. This is gonna be applying only for the ones who do not own the DLC for Kingdom Hearts Vengeance. So if you do not own this DLC, you gotta follow this step. If you do, however, you can just skip to the end of the video. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go to this little box right here, to the search box, and type in %updata %. And you should see this folder right here. You want to open it, go to updata, local, and then look for Kingdom Hearts Vengeance, which is right here. Now, you have all of these slots right here. Now, you can use whatever slot you want, as long as you make sure you play on it. So let's go to slot 2, for example. This is like a fresh save file. Then you're gonna see this gigantic piece of code that you don't care about. So I'm gonna show you what you need to do real quick. Firstly, we have to use the function control find, which is achieved by pressing the control and the F key simultaneously, like this. And you should see this box pop out. Now, we have this find what thingy. So we want to type in sandstorm. Oh, there it is. It popped up for me right here. There you go. We type in sandstorm, make sure the direction you're looking for is down, and click on find next. As you can see, we have this thing right here, DLC purchased. And what this does, basically what this piece of code means is that the DLC has been purchased. However, if you do not own the DLC and you leave it like this, the game is gonna crash because like the game thinks that you have the DLC, but Steam sees that you haven't purchased the DLC. It's a little weird, but that's just how it works. It's simple though. What you need to do is you want to grab this piece of code right here. You want to grab everything from here and then either press Ctrl X or delete it. after you delete it, make sure there isn't an empty line like this. You want to remove this / and add it right here. And that should be able to fix everything. Now, before you close this, make sure you use the function control save, which is achieved by pressing the control key and the S key simultaneously. Or you can just press on X, and it's gonna ask you whether or not you want the changes to be saved. You wanna click on save, and that should be it. And yeah, other than that, that's about it for the mod. If you want to talk more about the mod with me, you can always check my Discord server. I'll leave a link down in the description. And yeah, well, with that out of the way, that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I appreciate you for sticking around to the end. Subscribe if you want to see more of this content in the future. And while you're at it, drop a like on the video. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you in the next video. Until it comes, that was King Rexy. Over and out.